God that we are gathered here today to celebrate the beginning of an exciting new chapter in the lives of Gabriella and Elias. May you bless our time together. Amen. You may all be seated. Go ahead and grab your seats. On behalf of Gabriella and Elias, I would like to welcome you each to this very special day in their lives. Gabriella, Elias, I know that I speak for everyone here when we all say that we are so excited to witness the two of you join to be one family today. And even though we have individual memories of Gabriella and Elias, from lasting friendships to loving family, now our memories will be of them together as husband and wife. Of everyone who has memories of Gabriella and Elias, there's no one that has more special memories than their families, who raised them, cried with them, and laughed with them. And as Gabriella and Elias prepare to say their vows, there are others who will be blessed by this union today. Both Elias and Gabriella's families will each be receiving a new son or daughter into their home today. They will blend the best traditions of both of their families while making new traditions of their own. For many years, Gabriella has been watched over and cared for by her family, and now today, her family transfers responsibility for her care and protection to Elias. Who gives Gabriella to be married to Elias?
My wife and I. I do.
Big clap for Maurice. He just gave his daughter away. Gabriella, Elias, you guys made it. All the planning, it's all came to this very moment right here. And Gabriella, you look absolutely gorgeous. You look beautiful. Right, everyone? She looks beautiful, right? And Elias, well, Gabriella looks beautiful, right? But seriously, I'd like to thank you both for allowing me to be a special part in witnessing the two of you guys join to be one and to dedicate your lives to one another. This is going to be a day that all of us are going to remember for the rest of our lives. So Gabriella, you may now part with your flowers and turn towards the one you've chosen to marry. Elias and Gabriella have a beautiful love story, and I cannot wait for us to dive into it together, to go down memory lane, see where it all began. So one day, Gabriella, she was sitting on her couch, scrolling the gram, and she noticed that she had a friend request from this handsome stud right here. Although she didn't know him at the time, she immediately recognized his last name as the same last name as one of her high school friends, Cassie, who was in ASB with her. It turns out, yeah, shout out to Cassie. It turns out that Elias is Cassie's brother. So after accepting this friend request, Gabriella, she turned to her aunt, who happened to be there with her, and said, "I'm definitely going to be in this guy's DMs, for sure, for sure." Elias saw that she accepted it, his friend request, but he wanted to remain cool, calm, collected. He didn't want to just reach out right away, so he had to wait for his perfect opportunity. So Gabriella, she took her dog Fig out on a walk, and she made a post on Instagram, and Elias saw this as his moment. Looking for something witty to say, he commented on her story and said, "Wow, she looks super sassy. I wonder where she gets that from." Gabriella, she replied, "Yeah, I wonder where." And Elias said, "Oh, must be from her mama." This fun and this playful banter, it opened up the floodgates to conversations and nonstop text messages and DMs between the two of them. And after this consistent burn of sparks flying from their conversations, Elias asked Gabriella on an official first date. They were so pumped, excited to meet up. But the problem was that this date was 2 weeks away. It was too far away, and every day it made that desire for them to see each other just that much stronger. And so they finally just said, can we just grab lunch? I know we got plans later tonight, but can we just grab lunch? So they decided we're doing it. And it was a unanimous decision. They went to go grab lunch, and they're like, what could a quick lunch date hurt? Even though they had their first official date planned. It was March 7th, and Gabriella and Elias, they met in Claremont at Dr. Grubb's for lunch. And Gabriella, she was in her car. She's getting ready, making sure her makeup's good, her hair's good, taking a moment to center herself, to be ready to meet this guy for the first time. And the next thing she knows is she's looking in her rearview mirror, and there he is. Elias is there. He's waiting for her. Very timely, sir. Gabriella, she get no time to center herself now. She's getting out of the car, and she's getting ready for this lunch. And this would only be the beginning of what turned into an absolutely epic first date. After an amazing lunch, they wanted to keep the conversation going, so there was some wine nearby. They went for some wine, and after the wine was done, Elias thought, it's only a Sunday midday. There's a Jamba Juice down the street. Why don't we go for some smoothies? So they continued their conversation over some smoothies, both realizing that neither of them wanted to stop spending time together. And Elias again comes up with another idea. There's a plant store down the street. Plants, right? Plants. We should go check out some plants together. So they continued this for their fourth stop on this first date. They simply just could not get enough of each other. And learning that Gabriella was moving into a new apartment, Elias got this great idea to buy Gabriella a plant for her new home. Then that way, whenever she would look at this plant, she would remember him. That was a smart move. Whether it was the plants or not, the seeds of love planted in their hearts that day would continue to grow until their love was at full bloom. And after a few months of exclusively dating, Elias and Gabriella would officially become boyfriend and girlfriend on June 14th. And this is where the dating continues, and they just continue to fall in love. And Elias, he just keeps thinking to himself, this girl is perfect. And the truth is, after their third date, Elias had this realization, this thought in his head. He went, shoot, I think this girl is going to be my wife. Only 3 dates in, he had that thought in his head. And in order to make that thought a reality, to take it captive, Elias would begin to plan a special day to ask this woman to marry him. Crescent Beach in Laguna was this spot that he wanted to propose. This was a magical spot for the two of them where they would often spend many dates. They would go there, they'd hang out on the beach, they'd eat gelato, they'd watch the bioluminescence and just spend time together. And he knew that he wanted to surprise her, so he would have to try and throw Gabriella off of her game. You see, Elias, he knows how smart this woman is, and he knew that it was going to be tough to surprise her, but he was up to the challenge. Elias told Gabriella that he was going to take her out on a surprise date for their dating anniversary. And on their way to the reservation, Elias told Gabriella that they would probably get engaged, sometime later in the summer, just to throw her off a little bit. And it worked. Gabriella texted my wife and said, abort mission, he's not proposing, it's just a date. Elias, good work. It paid off. Well, on their drive, Elias said, hey, it would be cool if we swung by the beach, just to check out the sunset. I think we can, push our reservation off. It'll be fine. Now, normally, if you know Gabriella, she's very organized. She's very, very timely, and so normally she would probably be like, no, we can't miss our reservation, but knowing that there would still be a chance at a possible proposal here, she just went along with whatever he said. What was not planned, however, was Taylor Swift's love story playing when they pulled up to the beach. If you know the lyrics, you can repeat them after me. It's a love story, baby, just say. Yes. And that's exactly what happened. Gabriella got out of the car. They started walking towards the beach. They saw this heart-shaped rose petals on the beach with a charcuterie board and champagne waiting for them. Shout out to Elias' sisters, Monica and Cassie, for setting that up for them. Elias would then look at Gabriella and he would ask her to be his wife and to spend forever with him. And she said, yes. We can cheer for their love story, everyone. Come on, let's cheer for that. Their love story is so beautiful and has all led us here to this very day. Gabriella and Elias, I would love to share a few verses of scripture with you, words from God who created the marriage relationship. These words will guide you in that desire to be a better husband and wife. The Bible says to be devoted to one another in brotherly love, to give preference to one another in honor. And I like the version that says to outdo one another in love. It also says that whoever finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. The Bible says to submit to one another, to serve one another, and to look out for each other's best. And bringing out the best, that means spending time with each other. Gabriella, you love spending time going on walks with Fig, being active, going on hikes, doing hot yoga, quiet times reading, and most of all, you love spending time with Elias. Elias, you love working out, going to the gym. You like astronomy, hiking, snowboarding, golf, and pretty much anything that allows you to be outside. But of course, most of all, you love spending time with Gabriella. You both love together to try out new food spots, especially ramen. So if you guys know any ramen spots, come tell them later. You love hiking together. You love going golfing together, relaxing on the beach, and you're always looking forward to wherever it is that you guys might travel together next. I then asked Gabriella, what first attracted you to Elias? Right away, she said that it was his integrity. He works really hard to be a good man for me, but also for his friends and his family. I then asked Elias, what first attracted you to Gabriella? He said, first of all, she's beautiful, but second, he loves her thoughtfulness. Gabriella is not only someone who thinks of others, but she is extremely intelligent. She is the smartest person he knows. I then asked Gabriella, is there anything at all, just anything little that Elias might do that maybe bugs you a little? She laughed, she thought about it for a minute. She said, he's an amazing vacuumer, but he just never empties the vacuum. He just doesn't do it. I then asked Elias, I'm like, all right, now's your chance, man. Is there anything that Gabriella does? And he said, nothing irritates me. Smart move. But then he said, she's super detail-oriented. She can think about every possible outcome and scenario, and it can sometimes he can tell it drives her crazy. Elias he just hates seeing you going through that. He hates seeing you stressed. He's got your back. You guys are so cute. Now you both know that this irritation list, it's going to grow and it's going to shrink over time, but the key is to never forget what first attracted you to each other. When the road gets tough, and it will, take a look at the biblical definition of love. 1 Corinthians 13 says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Abide faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Elias and Gabriella, go ahead and take a moment to look out at everyone here to love and support you today. You two have made quite an impact on all of our lives, and now it's time to turn your attention towards each other. Elias and Gabriella, this is going to be a day you'll never forget, and Elias, today is the start of that responsibility to make sure that Gabriella is protected, loved, and cherished above all others. And Elias, Gabriella will be there to help you. For when man was created, God said it is not good for this man to be alone, so he created woman, Gabriella, for you. And God fashioned woman from the rib of Adam, and I love that he did not fashion woman from his head, that she should rule over him, or from his feet, that he should trample her, but from his side, that she might be a companion to him. From beneath his arm, that she might always have his protection, and from near his heart, that she might always have his love. Elias and Gabriella, as you prepare now to say your vows, understand that these words which you will speak today, they are sacred beyond all words, and that your lives are bound together from this day forward, never to be broken. If you understand the seriousness of your vows and the duration of your commitment together, say, we do. All right, Elias, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with you.
All right. Gabriella, from the moment I met you, the universe has kept us magnetized together. From the beginning, it's been obvious that I'm meant to be with you. It never felt like some dramatic movie moment or some grand epiphany. It was this steady, quiet, constant certainty. So today, standing here with you and everybody, I feel the power of what it means to promise Him forever. I don't take this promise lightly because I understand that loving you will be one of the most important things I'll ever do. Our love is rare and special. To me, it's more than a feeling. It's a bond that's changed and strengthened. It's the kind of love that I've learned deserves to be protected and nurtured. You'll never have to wonder where I stand in life because I'll show you in my words and in my choices. You constantly inspire me, not just because of your brilliance and compassion, but the way you move through life with intention and class. You make it easy to want to be better, so I vow to never stop evolving and to always give you the best version of me because that's what I know you deserve. I vow to be a man that you can be proud of when you tell people that's my husband. I vow to amplify you in your times of joy, uplift you in your times of sorrow. I vow to make sure you eat before I do, protect you physically and guard you mentally. I vow to never let your voice be lost in this world full of noise. I'll honor your thoughts and dreams. I'll make effort to truly hear you, even when it's hard or if we don't see something the same. And I know it's unrealistic to assume that we won't change in time. So I vow to grow with you and to hold space for everything you are and everything you'll become. I'll build with you, work hard, and fight for the life we dream of. When decisions must be made, I'll make them with you. When sacrifices must be made, I'll offer them willingly, because our love is worth everything. I'm choosing you today, but we'll continue to choose you because through every chapter, there is a version of ourselves we're still becoming. You've taught me that love doesn't stand still, it's rooted deeper. So that's what I vow to build with you, a love that keeps becoming more. You're my home, my peace, my greatest joy. So I'll spend my life honoring this gift of loving you. I love you.
Baby, that's hard to beat. That was Elias, my love. Even from our very first date, it was clear that no amount of time spent together would be enough. I knew from that first day it was just the beginning of our story. From our date nights to long weekends at the beach with Vic, planning trips to Hawaii and Japan together, buying our first house,
Get closer, please. Thank you.
and making it a home. Now I hear myself. We've laughed together, cried together, been tried and tested, but our love and connection has only grown stronger. I could go on and on about what you mean to me and how you show me love in every possible way. Like how you plan our weekend activities, always make sure I'm fed, and that the trash is taken out, surprise me with Nike gear, compliment me daily, dance with me in the kitchen, and hold my hand every night as we fall asleep. You are a calm to my storm, and my protector, not just from the outside world, but also from myself. You've shown me what unconditional love looks like and how it feels to be in a safe and peaceful home. You are patient with me, and you can communicate without defenses. I've watched you build the most beautiful relationship with baby, and we're both so lucky to have you. But I am not just marrying you today for the things that you do for me. I am marrying you because I truly love the person that you are. You are bright and passionate about the world around you. You are charismatic and driven towards success. Your sense of humor is quick-witted and you can put a smile on anyone in your presence. You take care of yourself physically and mentally so that you can show up as your best version for your loved ones. You are strong and powerful to the world, but soft and gentle at all the right times. You have integrity and care deeply about the type of man you are for me and will be for our future family. Elias, you've shown me a love I didn't know I could have. I vow to honor that love, to nurture it, and grow with you through every triumph, and challenge we face. I vow to honor your heart, share and support your dreams, and stand with you through every season of life. To love with you, to laugh with you, to cry with you, and to evolve with you. I promise to love you even when you sleep on the covers, laugh at your jokes even if you've told them before, and to stand by your side through sickness and health. Love of my life, I will forever be grateful for that invisible string tying you to me all along. I love you to the moon.
We make some noise one more time for those beautiful words that they shared with one another. Thank you for honoring us with those words, hearing that, and just hearing your commitments together is so special. You have both chosen to wear rings to remind yourselves and all others of the commitments that you're making today. May I now see the symbols of your commitments together. These are some good rings, let me tell you. These rings, they symbolize the fact that you two belong to each other, that you are no longer on the market, that your Facebook relationship status will forever be changed. So Elias, we're going to start with you. Elias, as you take this ring and place it on Gabriella's finger, will you repeat after me? With this ring, I pledge my love to you.
I pledge my love to you.
Gabriella, as you take this ring and place it on Elias's finger, will you repeat after me? With this ring, I pledge my love to you. All right, Elias, Gabriella, it only remains now for me to say the words which will confirm you as husband and wife. Having witnessed your vows, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Elias, you may now kiss your bride! I'd like to introduce to you now, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Elias and Gabriella Abdo.
Gabriella's little sister and one of her maid of honors, and I'm honored to be singing for the father-daughter dance tonight.
You know that.
Anyone who knows me knows how close I am to both of my sisters. Gabriella has been the biggest, Gabriella has been the biggest role model to me my entire life, and I'm so happy for her and Elias. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, I'm going to be singing an ABBA classic for the biggest ABBA fan I know, my father. School bag in hand, she leaves home in the early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile. I watch her go with the surge of that well-known sadness, and I have to sit down for a while. The feeling that I'm losing her forever, and without really entering I'm glad whenever I can share her laughter, that funny little girl. Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try and capture every minute, the feeling in it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time. Sometimes I wish that I could freeze the picture and save it from the funny tricks of time slipping through my fingers. School bag in hand, she leaves home early morning, waving goodbye with an absent-minded smile. Yeah, I love you guys.
First, I want to thank you all for coming tonight, especially the one coming from out of state. We have a lot of people fly from different places. Thank you very much. My uncle here, my daddy from Vegas, everybody. And here too, I know a lot of people came from Jersey, New York. Thank you very much. Miami too. Oh, I'm sorry, Miami. Do I have anybody from Kobe? Oh, Hawaii, sorry, Hawaii too. Hawaii important. First, I'm very happy my daughter met Elias. Elias is, I have a feel, I know he's a very good person and he's gonna take care of my daughters. And I'm very lucky to bring you to my own family. My daughter here, she's my first one, okay? She's my first, and I learned everything with her first, but she is good example for her sister. She's a good, her sister follow her steps, and I'm very proud of her because she's very smart. And I remember, when she's a little baby, I used to work out of my house, and I would put her in a room, she cannot crawl or nothing. And suddenly I see her crawling towards me. I was like in shock. How can she crawl by herself? But the problem I had with her, every time somebody called me, she wants my phone. I never was able to talk on my phone. I had to move, find the babysitters, and I had to move out of my house. She wanted the phone so bad. And I want to thank the Abdo family. Now both of us, we one family for both of us. And hopefully one day we'll have some grandchildren. I'm waiting for that. Me and grandfather, we're gonna teach him how to speak Arabic, right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm waiting for. Arabic. My daughter, none of them speak anything, but I want my grandchildren. I know they speak English, but I'm talking Lebanese or Syrian. It's okay with me. They're not the same. And that's it. I want them to build a new family. Hopefully a good Christian Catholic family. We've been Catholic for 2,000 years. We want to keep it, okay? And this is very important for me. Follow the Bible and have a good family. And I know you guys, you work very hard and you're going to have a good future. I love you all and thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Maurice, for your kind words. I'm a little older than Maurice, so I don't have good memory like him. So I have to.
Yeah, you're young and hard, man.
I am a lot older than you, Maurice, and I have to read what I wrote in here. Sorry.
Put the mic close.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you all know who I am. Otherwise, you might be at the wrong wedding. I want to thank you all for being here and taking part of the celebration and attending the big day.
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
Ha ha ha. Okay. Got it. I have to admit, my son Elias wasn't the easiest child. He was energetic, playful, curious, fearless, and kind. I remember when he was a little boy, at 3 in the morning, he was throwing a fit. So I put him out on the front porch and closed the door. I watched him through the window to make sure he was okay until he finally understood and came inside and went to sleep. Now that happened again one time on the freeway. He wouldn't stop crying. I stopped on the freeway, got him out of the car, put him on the side, went in the car. Luckily, my mother-in-law was with us. She was, remember? She started yelling at me. Anyway, it took him a while, but he stopped crying and I had to put him back. Raising Elias was a team effort. I have to give a credit to his mom, my wife Marilyn, who has played such a big role in shaping the man Elias is today. As he got older, I became his soccer coach and his mentor, and he became my best friend. Elias was always protective. Give me a second. It's my eyes and I forgot my glasses. Elias was supportive of his two sisters, Monica and Cassie. He really has a good bond with both of them. Elias has accomplished so much over the years, whether it was graduating from college, building a career at Bank of America, or simply being the kind of friend and son that people can rely on. What makes me most proud of is not his work title, is the man he has become. I am so proud of the person you're becoming. Your hard work and determination inspire me every day. Know that I'm always here for you. When Elias brought Gabriella into our home for the first time, I knew she was someone special. Gabriella is one of a kind, intelligent, sincere, strong young woman. After all, she is with my son by choice. She is classy, has shown us nothing but kindness. Gabriella, we're so glad to have you as part of our family now. Elias, you're marrying into a great family, a great father-in-law, Maurice, and a loving mother-in-law, Denise, and two cool sisters, Carissa and Ty. We look forward to combine our families. Now, Elias, I have two tips for you. As a strong man, I know you are now that you're married. You will have a lot of discussion with Gabby. Try to always have the last two words. Does anyone know what those two words are?
I'm sorry.
You're right.
Yes, dear. Second tip I give you, to always put each other first, show appreciation every day, and make Gabby laugh. But you know, after 39 years, you might, or she might, not think that you're funny anymore. But she'll probably still love you. Right, Mela? What do you think? 39 years, she don't laugh at my jokes anymore. But what? She still loves me. I love you both. Let's raise our glasses in a toast. Let me have a glass here, right? I love you both.
Love you, thank you. I'm so
Let's raise our glasses. Please, in a toast to a long, healthy, blissful marriage for Elias and Gabriella.
Marriage is about finding that one special person.
Raise the mic.
Your partner, your anchor, your soulmate. It's about building a lifelong bond based on love, trust, and mutual respect. And for Elias, that moment came 20 years ago when he first met me. For those who don't know me, my name is Steven, and I have the questionable honor of being Elias's best friend. For better or for worse. Whether that's been, Elias and I actually met in Spanish class. We bonded over a shared sense of mischief, specifically making fun of a kid named Oliver Holmes. One day, Oliver said something ridiculous, and I echoed his name back. Oliver Holmes. The class laughed, but Elias, he nearly fell out of his chair. We both got kicked out of class, and we spent the rest of the period sitting at a picnic table outside. And that, oddly enough, is how our friendship started. From there, we realized we had more in common. At that point in time, it was our 11th grade in high school, and we didn't have any prom dates that year. We had a knack for harmless trouble, and we shared a love for adventure. One of our more creative pastimes, or mischiefs I should say, was something called taping. We'd stick a piece of tape on the ground, right? This was during our prom night for 11th grade. So we'd stick a piece of tape on the ground, hide in the bushes, wait for a car to drive over the piece of tape. The driver would pull over, thinks he got a flat tire, and we would be laughing. It's completely ridiculous and it's completely innocent, but that's how we bonded, through mischief, adventure, and laughter. We grew up in St. Demas. We spent our college years hanging out with Ramsey, Earl, and Alvin. We smoked hookah, we played Mario Kart, and we had those late night talks about life, love, and everything in between. After college, we stayed close. We traveled together, we snowboarded together, we went on adventures together. All the way to places like Big Bear, Mammoth, Seattle, Salt Lake City. Then one day, Elias told me he was dating Gabby. I said, Gabby? Gabby from high school? You see, Gabby and I used to take the school bus together, all the way back since middle school. She was the girl who sat right in the middle, not trying too hard to be cool, but also not geeking out in the front. Just quietly sweet and grounded. I always remembered her that way. When Elias told me about the relationship, he described it in one word: balanced. He didn't overthink it, and it just felt easy, natural. No drama, no games. And for the first time, I didn't get 1,000 texts or phone calls analyzing every little moment. Just calm check-ins about how wonderful she was. So Gabby, thank you for sparing me countless hours of my life. And then when I saw you again, Gabby, more than a decade after high school, it all made sense. You bring out the best in Elias. You keep him grounded, but you also let him be his wonderful, weird self. You're strong, compassionate, and somehow you know exactly how to navigate around his stubborn streak. You challenge him, love him, and make him look just a little bit more handsome by standing next to him. Elias, you've been my brother through everything. And today, I couldn't be prouder to stand by your side as you marry someone as extraordinary as Gabby. So here's to the both of you. May your life be full of laughter, adventure, and love. May you continue to grow, and may your bond always feel as natural and effortless as it does today. To Elias and Gabby.
Good job, people!
Elias, today's a big day for you, bro. Soak it up, brother. Brother, that's exactly what Elias is to me. The memories are countless, the laughs are endless, and the loyalty in our friendship has never once been in question. I'm honored to stand here today as your best man, your brother. I met Elias when we were kids, trying to break wooden boards with our fists so we can level up in karate. We took it seriously. We made it all the way up to the orange belt, which if you don't know, let me make it clear, it's like the second or third level. But I swear to God, we had like 3 stripes on it. Our parents also hit it off, and Sundays quickly turned into fun days. Our families would hang out, and we would always find a way to turn the simplest moments into the best memories. We grew up together, high school, college, basketball, weekends, and now our favorite hobby, golf. Steven, that's including you. Through every chapter, you've always been there for me, and I will always be there for you. Watching your journey from a teller at Bank of America, shout out to Dr. Grubbs next door, if you know, you know, to where you are now has been nothing short of inspiring. You got here through grit, ambition, and consistency. Your hard work is paying off, and I couldn't be prouder. When I sat down to write this speech, I thought, Elias only gave us 2 minutes. That's impossible. I've got hundreds of stories, and I barely scratched the surface. They say the average adult friendship lasts about 7 years. Life changes, priorities shift, and people drift. But we've been best friends for over 23 years. And that's never changed, nor will it ever. You're a great man, a great role model, and a true brother, and now a husband to Gabby. Gabby, you got yourself a really good one. I know he'll protect you, support you, make you laugh, and grow with you every step of the way. But I also know he's very lucky as well. Because since you came into his life, he's been a happier man in all aspects. And I think his two best men can notice that pretty quickly. You brought out the best in him, and everyone else besides who I mentioned can see that. I love you both. I'm excited for the new chapter in your life, and I'm very proud. So here's to love, laughter, and a lifetime of happiness. Cheers to Elias and Gabby.
Hi everyone, I'm Carissa. For those who I haven't met yet, I have the absolute privilege of being one of Gabriella's maids of honor, and even more importantly, one of her younger sisters. And today I will also be performing a special song from ABBA. Just kidding. I'm actually here to raise a toast to Gabriella and Elias on this, their very, very special wedding day. But before I do, I want to take a moment to talk about my sister. Gabriella is truly one of the most inspiring people that you will ever meet. Everything she does with intention and grace. She's not only extremely accomplished, literally creating life-saving medicines, I mean, come on. She's also obviously very stunning and a well of generosity for anyone lucky enough to be in her orbit. Gabriella is truly the full package. So naturally, we all hope she'd end up with someone just as remarkable. And that's why we are so thankful that Elias slid into her DMs. What can I say about Elias? Everyone looks up to him, both figuratively and, let's face it, literally. But in all seriousness, Elias, I think I speak for all of us when I say how much we've grown to love you. Not just for your charisma and your warmth, but for the calm you bring to Gabriella and the love you so clearly share. Now, if I can offer one piece of advice as you begin this next chapter together, it's this. Always remember that you're on the same team. There will be moments of frustration because life happens. But try to take turns being the frustrated one and always support one another and try never to be mad at the same time. Oh, and also put your future kids in basketball and ballet. Finally, to my sister, Gabriella. From playing house with Barbies on your bedroom floor to building households of our own, I've had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I love you. I wish you so, so much happiness. Congratulations. Now let's please raise a glass to the bride and the groom. Congratulations. Love you guys.
On behalf of Gabriella and I, we just want to say thank you all for being here, showing up for us today, surrounding us with all this love and support. Just looking around, we're overwhelmed, but in the best way possible by how many people care about us, believe in us, and have helped shape who we are as individuals and as a couple. Some of you guys have been here since the very beginning. Some of you joined along the way, but each of you have played a part in our love story with advice, encouragement, shared laughs, or just showing up today. You've all helped us get to this moment, so thank you. Special thank you to our parents who taught us what commitment looks like, what family means, how to love with strength, generosity. We are who you are because of you. And to our siblings, you were our first friends, our support, our love, and our constant presence. You guys have meant everything. Thank you, everyone. We're going to enjoy the night. Something quickly in Arabic for my family as well. مرحبا بالكل. أنا وجابي مبسوطين كتير بشوفتكم براسنا. شكرا كتير على محبتكم إلنا. بدنا ننبسط كتير اليوم سوا. شكرا. Thank you guys. Let's enjoy the night.